It's 12:45 a.m. I just got done with work. Yes, you heard me. I just got done with work. Please excuse my hair. Look at this. I don't even know what's even happening with this right now, but it's wild, okay? So it was winter last week. Everybody's sick. It was winter. Winter jackets, 30 fucking degrees. It's literally gonna be June. Where do I live? Okay. And then like 2 weeks before that, it was summer, and now it's somewhere in between. My hair is acting according to the weather. It's just, it doesn't know what's happening. Everybody's in disarray, and they're like, what the fuck is going on here? But I've actually been saying that for the last 18 years that I've lived here. So, right. This place is wild, okay? I can't believe I'm packing up like almost 20 years of my life and we're moving to somewhere more peaceful so that we can get away from our Ike Turner situation that I've been going through for an eternity. And I was telling my client, I was like, yeah, you know, my band Sex Therapy is a rock band. He's like, you guys played at Lincoln Hall? I was like, yes. I was a whole other person before all of this. And I was going through all my posters. Sex Therapy at the Cubby Bear. Sex Therapy at the Metro. Sex Therapy at Lincoln Hall. Martyrs. The Metro again. House of Blues. Phyllis's. We'll just forget that that one even happened. You guys know how I feel about that place at this point. The land of no accountability and where none of your fucking dreams come true. Right. We'll get into that another day. Oh my God, I'm sweating. Whew. I need to take a sip of my Poppy. All right. I'm drinking Poppy and I'm about to have my first sip of red wine in a week because I've been sick forever. So obviously I haven't been drinking because it's not the best decision. Okay. So anyway. Let's start with, I go to fucking Target today, okay? And I forget to get like eye makeup remover shit. So my mascara is everywhere, okay? I get home, I'm like, God damn it. Like that was the whole point of me going there. What is happening? And then I remembered, oh, remember that one time that guy dumped olive oil on my vagina? I bet I could use olive oil on my eyes for remover, and it turns out you can. And it's natural, and you're not going to get an infection. So in case you run into a situation, because I did years ago after Andy Mann's Treehouse Christmas party, when I had a hookup with an older man, we had been drinking for like, I don't know, 100 hours, okay? It was a bad situation. I don't even know how I saw on my phone enough to text somebody I want to have sex. Because at these fucking parties, we were just out of control, okay? Out of control, including the owners. Everybody was. I don't know what's happening here. It's very hard to manage and it's very distracting. Okay, it's just what it is. Oh my God, I'm trying to brush this. I don't even know what's going on with this hair right now. Oh my God. Wow. Okay. So anyway, you can use olive oil on your vagina, on your cock, or for makeup remover. You're welcome. So I used it today. I was like, God damn it, because I had shit everywhere. So I was like, oh, this'll work. It worked on my vagina. Right. Okay. So that's the first thing. The second thing is, I've had this request from the same person multiple times, and I would like somebody to tell me what it means. He's like, can you queef on my face? What? He was like, I would like you to queef on my face. And I'm assuming he looked like that when he said it. So, is that a fetish? I know a lot about sex. Is that an actual fetish? who wants somebody to queef on their face? And he's asked me multiple times through Facebook Messenger, through Instagram, possibly through Snapchat. But he's like, hey, queef on my face. And I think that is wild. So he was like, I will pay you to queef on my face. Can you imagine like maneuvering that situation? I cannot. People are so wild. Second of all, the person from my hometown who sends me nudes every week in the same position with his cock up and the camera angle is just a -3. It's in such a bad angle. Okay. He literally wrote me a message about, let's make Finn a brother. First of all, the last time I saw him was at PetSmart in Worcester, Ohio, 20 years ago. Okay? He was like, I remember when I saw you at PetSmart with your mom. And I was like, that was literally 20 years ago. And then he wanted to take me to a motel. Not a hotel, a motel. And the lady of the night, and I'm not judging, but if you're taking me to a motel, I'm pretty sure you're not going to be able to afford to have a kid. So, and honestly, I am 3.5 minutes away from menopause. So, I would need to get pregnant right now, right here in front of all of you. So I have about 10 minutes to make that happen. And on top of that, because I'm 43 and in perimenopause, and I have like 27 seconds before I hit menopause. So thank you for the offer. But also, given my last situation that lasted forever and was a complete chaotic nightmare, I have a list of criteria that somebody would need to show me in order for that to even take place, such as not only on top of being kind, not an asshole, not a liar, not a cheater, I need to see your STD screening, I need to see your W-2s, I need to see your divorce paper. I mean, I have a list. And your penis size does matter, okay? It doesn't have to be 12 inches. Nobody can take, well, some people can take that. My old hairdresser could take that. She loved it. But she was also 6 foot tall. But that's, yes, cock does matter. So, because there have been people, it was in and I didn't know. So, that matters. I then had another situation happen this week. And this is why Chicago is crazy, okay? It is a crazy place to live. I feel like I'm living in some kind of crazy universe 90% of the day. I had a friend send me a picture of the day his dog bit my son when he was like 1 year old. He was like, it's my dog's anniversary today. And I just thought of you. And he sends me this picture of my son like standing there on the couch. And a minute later, the dog bit him. I'm thinking, what would inspire you to send that photo to me? Are people trying to piss me off, right? They always say that I'm in a bad mood. Are you trying to piss me off? I'm a 43-year-old woman who's dealt with a lot of shit. Are you trying to piss me off? Let me send you a picture of the day that you got divorced. Let me send a picture to you of the day that your marriage ended. I just need people to think it through a little more. You know what I mean? Because that's crazy. I was like, what would make him think that that would be like a great idea? Oh my God, my hair fucking, Like, what would make him think that's a great idea? Today I'm going to send Cassie this picture of the day my dog bit her son. It's crazy. It was kind of like the time when I was at a swingers party with my friend, because he used to go to these things and he was in these things and he'd run these things. And I was just very curious. So I would go for observation. And there was a woman in the basement of this mansion. Okay. And she literally had been riding penis all day or sucking cock. And she literally is naked and comes up to this table and she was like, do you know if this is my water? Do you know if anybody else drank out of it? As if it matters. As if it actually matters. And I'm not judging. I'm just saying, as if it actually matters. You literally just sucked 10 cocks. I don't think it matters if they drink out of your water at this point. And again, no judgment. I want people to live their best life and have some fun. But be careful and don't be dangerous. Right. And no criminal acts. Okay. Is this my water? We all know it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Right. Then I found this when I was moving. One of my best friends gave me this. It says, sex really doesn't interest me. It's just like food or air or anything else, which is hilarious because she used to bargain with her sexual partner. She'd be like, I'll have sex with you and I'll take it from behind if you'll get me an ice cream cone. And her partners used to get pissed. They were like, how can you say that? She was like, well, it's an exchange. I'll give you something, you give me something. And they didn't like that, so. But whatever works for you, you know what I mean? But anyway, my rant for this evening. We are going all the way back to 2008 when I lived in Lincoln Park. I lived in a place called Arlington Apartments, okay? It is still there today. Still there today. That place was wild. So wild. We had a property manager who is crazy, okay? He was kind of hot and kind of not. There was a part of him who looked like he probably didn't shower for a year, but he was from Italy and he was kind of sexy, okay? So anyway, one day I'm standing in the hallway. Now, I don't even know what to do with this hair right now. Oh, I don't have a rubber band. Damn it. I need to pull it back because this is crazy. So one day I'm standing in the hallway, okay? And he was like, hey, Cassie. And I turned around and he's like standing right here. He's like, would you like to see my cock? I was like, that's okay. He literally pulls it out. I was like, it was huge. He was a skinny little guy and it was huge. It was huge. I screamed and ran into the laundry room. And then I called my best friend and I was like, he just showed me his cock. It's huge. She was like, I really want to see it. She was like, get up here and draw me a visual of what it looks like. So we had an art class. She was like, oh my God. And I was like, oh my fucking God. I didn't want to see it. I didn't need to see it. But she was very curious. And we'll get into that in a minute. But he was from Italy. And he was trying to tell me all these stories of women who desired him constantly. He was like, and she desires me. And I'm like, does she, or are you forcing yourself like on her to desire you? So he was like, this one time somebody had a problem in the kitchen. Now, mind you, our kitchens it was 800 square foot. It was like you walk in and this is the kitchen. He was like, there was something wrong with the kitchen. And I walk in and she literally has a skirt on with no underwear. She pulls my pants down while I'm under the sink fixing it. And she sits on my cock. And she rides my fucking cock. What? Is this an actual porn that you were making? Who is this woman? And is this a porn that you were creating in Lincoln Park? So he was like, it was very hot. But I'm thinking, Did that situation make you think everybody wants to literally see your penis? Because I don't. So it was the craziest situation. He was like, yes, she just pulled my pants off of me and sat on it and was riding. She was riding it. And I'm like, this is wild. And he was married, so, to a Russian woman. And I was afraid of her, so she would always scream through the window. So that happened as well. Anyway, then my friend had a really bad day and got a bad haircut. He brings her a mint latte, and then he shows her his cock. So she was like, it is so thick and hard. I'm like, did you give him a hand? What? Did you like stroke his cock? Did you give him a hand job? She was like, it's just so big. He brought her a mint latte and pulled his cock out. I mean, my experiences here are wild. Okay? People are always like, that can't be true. It's like, walk around with me for one fucking day and you will see it is absolutely true. I have had both of my maintenance men here try to have sex with me. Like, randomly. Like, I'm not even looking good. First of all, I'm not even hot. Second of all, I was looking real bad on those days and they still didn't care. Okay? But anyway, living in that apartment complex was crazy. We also had a nudist who would stand in the doorway like this. And he would just, you could see half of his penis. He was not in shape. He was not young. And it was the first door when you walked into the building. So he would just stand there and stare at you through the door. So that was crazy. I had so many experiences there. I got caught masturbating to the Golden Girls in my garden apartment through the window. I'll tell you guys that story another day. But this particular property management person, every property management person I've met in this fucking city in the last 20 years has been wild. There's no way there's any fucking criteria for them to have to actually work there because they harass people. Would you like to have sex? I mean, it would be the middle of the day. It would just be random. So, Chicago has been so crazy, but I have so many stories and I'm going to tell you all of them. I hope you guys have an amazing night. Woo! That had some bite to it. Look at this. Look at this bottle. It's pretty fun. I'm going to finish this glass of wine and I'm going to do another rant before I move. And you guys tell me things you want to know, situations you want me to talk about, because I have literally done and been through everything. I'm not fucking kidding you. So I love you. Stay sexy, okay? And remember, stay safe. Don't get pregnant if you're not ready to. And please don't think if you're going to get a motel that you can afford a child. So, good night.